terrorists and separatists. And last week, they engaged with the Tuareg rebels. There were skirmishes early last week, but the real fighting began on Thursday, and initially it seemed to be going well for Mali and the Russians. They seem to have been pushing the rebels back until nature intervened. A sandstorm reportedly broke out, forcing the junta and the Russians back. This gave the rebels time to regroup and to get back up. Now, here's what Wagner says. The rebels increased their number to 1,000 people. The Malians and the Russians were heavily outnumbered and they were surrounded. And that is when the rebel onslaught began. Now, we don't know the final death toll. There are conflicting reports. Some reports say that 20 Russians were killed. Others say that 82 Russians were killed and 15 were captured. Now, if the second report is true, it would mark one of the worst defeats.
Greetings, families. I hope you are well. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time, my name is Mamle and you are welcome. I react on anything concerning Africa. But this news is very close to my heart. As always, anything concerning Africa is close to my heart. About what happened last week. Anyway, because of what happened in Mali recently, especially last week, as the Malians, the AES, are defeating the terrorists, Ukraine has now decided to get involved. We know that Ukraine has been selling weapons to the terrorists in the Sahel. It has been confirmed that they need weapons to fight their war there. America, Europe, and other countries are helping them. And when they help them, the ones they don't like, they send them to Africa. What is their interest in the Sahel? I ask this question even though I know that Ukraine is America, Ukraine is France, because recently even France has sent their troops to Ukraine to help fight Russia. What did Russia do to them? Because Russia is growing. Upon all the sanctions, Russia is growing. I said it before that the way things are going recently, we know Russia is in Africa, China is in Africa long time ago. But the political side of it, the way it is, the world is divided into two. And if you are against them, then they will do anything to come for you. And this is what they are doing. They are using the face of Ukraine. And Ukraine didn't hide it. To my surprise, they didn't hide. They come bold to say that, yes, the rebels were getting defeated. So they call all of them together, advise them to become one, to defeat this government that is in control, so they can get the resources, so they would accept, they will say, okay, we have defeated Russia. Why can't you go to Russia and fight in Russia? You are 2 steps away from Russia. Why do you have to come to Africa and fight Russia in Africa? If not that your masters send you there. And if this is the case, I don't think I'm allowed to say this, but at this particular time, I don't care. If this is the case, that Ukraine can go to different country, that America can hide behind Ukraine, France can hide behind Ukraine and be fighting innocent people in Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, then whatever comes their way, they deserve it. Whatever comes their way, they deserve it. Yesterday or last week, they were crying. I don't want to say it too much. They were crying when it happened to them. Those children, those people there, they are also human beings. They are not animals. So if you are able to hide, to give intelligent information, to go and fight innocent people, they were fighting civilians. And before they get to the army, and they were saying that we deleted 80, we deleted this, and they were jubilating. And my goodness, if you look at the comment sections, the comment section is nasty. It's just like talking about immigration in Europe. Go to the comment. Don't just, when you see the title, don't just listen to it. Go to the comment section. It is nasty. Like, Russians, they are not human beings. All Putin is doing is to help Africa to stand on their feet, to stop begging. And you Europeans are going around, Americans are going around paying, bribing world president that they should stop immigration. And when somebody is helping you stop the immigration, creating jobs for them, let them have peaceful home to stay. You are sponsoring terrorists to delete them. This is beyond my understanding. We know they do it all the time, but it has crossed the line. To me, this has crossed the line. And I'm not going to drop any tears when I see them on the terrace crying, because now it is their turn to taste it. Let's listen to the news more and I'll be back. Thank you so much.
Ukraine claims that it is fighting with the Tuareg separatists and it's working to eliminate Russian war criminals. At least one Wagner commander was killed. The fate of another is still in doubt. A Russian war blogger tied to the Wagner group is also reportedly dead. So Ukraine will be treating this as a victory, both for them and the Tuareg rebels, who, by the way, did not work alone. I mentioned that this area is home to multiple terror groups. Apparently, all of them supported the Tuaregs to defeat the Malian and the Russian force. And this should pose an ethical dilemma, at least for Ukraine's backers in the West. Because if all of these reports are true, Kiev is working with terrorists. Russia says that Ukraine even has boots on the ground in Mali and it is training the separatists and terrorists there. Moscow might be exaggerating, but will the West at least investigate these claims? Or will it turn a blind eye to all the Ukrainian activity, no matter how destabilizing?
Of course, they will turn blind eye like they do always. Like they turn blind eye on what is going on in Gaza and throughout the world, in Congo and in Sahel. Before recently, they got rid of them. They will turn the blind unless it comes to their doorstep. That's when they wake up. Be careful. Nobody plant mango and get potatoes. Whatever you plant is what you will get. You know, they said conspiracy theories, but Osama bin Laden, they were the one that trained him. They were the one that trained him and asked him to overthrow the Iranian king long time ago. They were working with him. They were getting information from him until he turned on them. He might not even be the one who did the dirty things, but they put it on him to get rid of him. If he has to come out to defend himself, that's when they will know, the world will know what has happened. But they won't allow that. They won't allow that. This world, the secret and the evil deeds that are going on in this world is so nasty that sometimes you ask yourself, why? Why are we in this world? Knowing that tomorrow you will not be here. At least if I go, let me go with clean mind. Let me go with clean heart. I don't want to sin. I don't want to have blood on my hand. God forbid. These people are just evil. They have seen that all we talk about is the good things that the AES are doing. So now they have sent their slaves to come and destabilize the country. They are fighting them and they will win. Africa will win. Not this time. We'll win with our mouth alone. We'll win. We'll win. Because if the people on the ground understand what they are fighting for, the civilians, if they understand what they are fighting for, they will give them up. They will eliminate them one by one, because these are your future children. These are your generation they are coming to destroy. And you are not in Ukraine to fight them. or are Malis in Ukraine? I want to know. Or in Russia fighting. They should take their fight there. They should not come and be, "Oh, we win victory in Africa." No, they should not come and ambush them unexpectedly. So when they saw that they are winning, they call all of them, "Oh, let's come together, form one alliance," just like they have formed alliance, and let's fight them. And what will you get from it? The resources, the pipeline, the oil pipeline that they have been destroying so they can get away and means and sell it. They are selling all this, but they are in the bush. Think about it. You are giving all these resources away, but you are still in the bush because you don't have peace. And God will never allow you to have peace. Why do they pray? Why do they pray though? When 5 times a day. For what? Anyway, my people, I don't know. I did a bit of research. It's the same thing as she said. There's nothing different. They are on the ground and they said there's more to come. We wait for the more to come. We don't even want to know. But now, according to the Mali army information that they give, they said now they know what is happening. So they are prepared. And if that video is not out yet, it will be out soon. They are inaugurating a lot of officers that will go on the field and fight for their country. The game has changed now. African leaders waiting and watching and changing their money and giving it to Ukraine just to buy common corn and fertilizer when they can make that in their countries. While your countries are getting poor and poorer, you don't think that is the exchange rate and the loans that they are forcing your hands to get. When will Africa wake up? When will Africa get good leaders that think and care about Africa? They are still buying corns. GMO is a I'm so unhappy today because not only today, but since this news broke out, but we will be victorious. We will be victorious. Let's keep positive attitude towards it. They will never win. Anyway, the video is becoming too long because my emotions. I'm biting my tongue. I'm biting my tongue because of where I'm sitting. I have to. Otherwise, the things that I will say is unbelievable. Thank you, my people. God bless you. Let's keep praying for them. They will win. This is our land. This is Africa. This is not Ukraine. So they will go in coffins back to where they come from. By the way, credit to First Post. I like their news, their YouTube channel, because if I haven't said it before, they say it as it is. They reveal a lot of things. So I like this channel. And thank you so much for not getting tired. They don't discriminate. They go everywhere to bring us true news. And I like them. Thank you. Credit to First Post.